Fairfield area weather forecast, a 50% chance for showers today, high 85. Partly cloudy tonight, low 68. For tomorrow, partly sunny, high 82. Partly cloudy, 85 on Sunday. Sunny on Labor Day with a high of 85. And for Tuesday, sunshine, the high 88. Overnight low 67. Yesterday's high was 87. Right now, humidity at 83%. Winds out of the east-southeast at 3 miles an hour. Pressure at 30.08. Sunshine right now, 70 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's football day.
Football Friday.
Z's with us. Diane Zilli, and we purposely had you come in on this Friday. We knew you'd bring some enthusiasm. You know, I mean, we're not going to have you sing the school song or anything like that. But,
I could.
But we knew you would bring it this morning as we get ready for our kickoff tonight in Fairfield. We can't wait.
7 o'clock tonight. We'll be on the air 6:45. Plus, the FNB tailgate is going on tonight.
Oh, good. And I don't want to be a wet blanket, but that does say 50% chance of rain, doesn't it?
It does.
But they're saying more towards the Metro East
Okay,
area.
all right. Well, I hope you're right.
But look at the forecast for tonight. It doesn't say rain.
Okay,
It's
so you're talking
partly
about
cloudy.
today. Well, I don't want to get that new rug nice and
Oh, last year
wet.
the first game was wet. Let's
Yeah.
hope not this year.
All right, Z.
I
So
remember that.
here's the thing. And by the way, just want to mention, Edwards County going across the state to play Chester. That'd be rough for your first game.
Yeah, but I'm telling you what, it's a long drive, but that football stadium at Chester is really, really cool.
Yeah.
So on the visitor side, what we do is we bring lawn chairs because they have these great big old-fashioned wide concrete bleachers, and your lawn chair sits on them.
Oh, that's cool.
So you sit in the lawn chair. So it's comfortable.
All right, so that's at Chester. It'll be on WOKZ.
So if you're going to
105.9.
Chester tonight with Edwards County, take your lawn chair.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
And then, of course, our pregame is at 6:45.
Right.
So that's all coming up. And I didn't know that was an FMB tailgate tonight. They're having another one later on, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or is that tonight?
Yeah, that is tonight.
Whew.
The FMB tailgate.
All right, I got to talk to them then. I got to put that on my list because I might want to go down and visit a little bit and put them on air.
You just want a pork burger.
No, I don't. I got.
Free
I tell
one.
you, Z, I'm in the throes of an incredibly detailed diet, but we won't go into that.
Hey,
That's
I've been
before
doing that for a year.
You know what I had last night?
Don't
And
do
don't,
this
don't
to
reach
me.
over and slap me, Z, really.
Don't
Please.
talk about it as a diet. Talk about it as a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity, Z.
That's right. Hey, that's what you
Go ahead.
you don't live to eat, you eat to live.
I had
I'm so glad you're here today.
fried chicken last night.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Where?
The barbed wire.
Was it good?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just-
I have to let Mike know.
Now, you know what's taking over the world is the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
I've got a story about that. Z.
Over Chick-fil-A,
I got
over
a story
everybody.
about that. There's a lawsuit about it.
Yeah,
There's a
and
lawsuit
now,
about.
because it's so popular, they don't have them anymore.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Don't worry. I've got the update on that.
I don't know. It must be pretty darn good if it can beat Chick-fil-A.
The closest Popeyes to us, I think, is Owensboro.
There's
All
one in
right,
Eff-
all
there's
right,
one in
all
Effingham.
Oh, there is?
All right,
Okay.
Enough fried chicken. No more fried chicken right now. I can't handle it. Okay. Did you see what my wife brought me?
I did.
A little bar. That was my snack before the show. A little tiny
Protein
bar.
bars. That protein.
Yeah, it's
It
I don't
appeases
even-
the hunger pains, I'm telling you.
Well, it helped me just a few minutes ago. I'm a little bit more sane right now.
I think
More
we're
sane
all
than
kind
normal.
of insane this morning.
You know, for years and years and years, this was Fairfield in particular, known as a basketball town. It's still, we've got a great basketball program. I'm not trying to dog the basketball program, but really because of the growing success of football and the numbers here, I thought it was fascinating to hear Coach Townsend yesterday say,
60-plus kids in the program, freshman to senior.
and the freshmen are essentially competing for the River to River championship. Why?
Because the rest of the Black Diamond Conference doesn't.
Have just sole freshman
Yeah.
teams. They all have fresh soft teams, but they don't have just solely freshman team. There might be a couple, but not. I think Sesser has all freshmen.
Yeah.
And that might be it. Chester does, but we don't play them in freshmen because of travel
Because of- yeah, the-
considerations.
the
Yes,
length.
because it's during the week.
But yeah, they're going to be going for the River to River Conference Championship, which means they'll play teams like Harrisburg and DuQuoin and
Benton, West Frankfurt,
Benton,
some
West
of those.
Frankfurt.
And I'm not trying to diss. I mean, for instance, Chet Snyder was there. They're going
Hey.
to be unbelievable.
We don't have to. We're a sports town. We
Yes.
always have been a sports town. Look at how many people showed up for that volleyball sectional last
Oh.
super sectional
Yeah.
at McLean. I would. You'd have to call the IHSA, but I'm sure it was a record. I'm sure it was a record for the number of
standing
people at
room.
a super sectional volleyball game.
Hamilton
you know what
County's gym
for the-
is pretty big, and it was full.
And our sectional games at Vandalia in basketball. I mean, that's a haul to Vandalia.
Yeah.
And look at the crowd. We had bigger crowds than both teams we played
Yeah.
by far. Even we had a bigger crowd in T-Town, and they travel well.
Yeah.
So
And,
Fairfield
and they only had to go 30 minutes.
Fairfield likes its sports. That's why tonight, and it's going to be at the football field. Everybody needs to show up for that.
It is definitely a source of
The stands
pride
are
in this town.
fantastic. I mean, you can if you want to stand, if you want to sit in the end zones, it's all good. But it's going to be good football.
Well, let me just say this: a couple other things, real fast. The volleyball report, though, was stunning. He says, a remarkable sophomore class that will never see the floor, or at least very sparingly, because he's so loaded with juniors and seniors.
Oh, definitely. Chet's really developed the program, and I mean they're ranked fifth in 2A in our class by
Yeah.
volleyball prep, and that's not sports writers that don't follow volleyball prep. Those people know volleyball.
Yeah.
The only bad thing is the 4 teams ahead of us are all private schools.
Yeah. I mean, you were looking at probably Breeze Mater Dei.
Breeze Mater Dei and Breeze Central dropped down
Yeah.
into 2A this year,
Yeah.
and that's a difference. But we can compete with those and play with those teams, and we can beat them. I've
Yeah.
seen us play volleyball this summer.
We can definitely compete at
And
that
Chet's
level.
got a big tournament, kind of a break
Starts
the ice
tomorrow
tournament
morning,
tomorrow
yeah.
morning. Yes, and
I think there's a team in that tournament that's ranked that should.
North City
That
in
would be-
1A. That's
that would
North
be the Lady
City.
Mules.
Well, I mean, besides
And
North
I think
City.
Staunton's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, so exciting. I'm really looking forward to being there for the kickoff
is an
tonight. Looking
exciting
forward to
time of
everything.
year.
and the thing about it is, all these people that come in, like Cesar's going to bring a crowd tonight.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to
always
go to our
travel well.
restaurants tonight. They're going to bring money. Those teams that come in tomorrow for volleyball, they're going to shop in Fairfield and they're going to spend money.
Yeah.
It's good.
And I'm going to predict right now, this is going to be a 3-train night.
A 3-train night.
It's going to be a
okay.
3-train night.
Do you have a score prediction?
The question of the day was an absolute miserable failure from
Really?
yesterday to today. Yes, it was and I think I know why, but it was a miserable failure. What the question of the day? We'll get
I
to it in a
saw it.
second.
I voted.
Nobody wanted to vote on that. We had the fewest votes we've had on that than we've had
It's
on
a superstition
anything.
thing.
That's
That's
it.
it.
It's a
That's it.
superstition thing.
I don't want to be, and you can look and see who votes
And
what,
I did.
and nobody wanted to say under.
You're gonna down the line.
Hey, wait a minute. One other thing. There's a Zerlini at the controls tonight.
Yeah, it's my great nephew. It's my brother Jerry. It'd be his grandson.
Yeah.
This is big.
Yeah.
Yep, Landon.
This is a big family thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I mean,
They're-
because that's a lot of responsibility. Being he's calling the signals. He's the quarterback.
Yeah. Well, we got a little bit of action last year.
Yeah.
Played a little bit last year, on varsity, and got some varsity snaps last year. But
There's an anticipation that maybe he will alter Coach Townsend's offensive philosophy.
I don't think
I'm not saying a word on that one.
he's going to alter it.
Since Justin's married to my niece, so
Oh.
no, I'm not saying
I'm just
anything.
saying,
I don't think he's going to alter the
it's
play.
going to be it's going to be the grind, and the only two things happen when you pass the ball, and they're both bad, unless you make a pass, and that
That's
is
Woody Hayes.
Yeah, that the old Woody Hayes, Michigan, Bo Schembechler idea that you can't pass the ball very much. What if it's the Fairfield offense, but they can surprise you every once in a while?
Yeah,
How's
you
that?
Well,
We
now
can.
Cesar is a good team.
Yeah.
We have to be prepared.
They
They have
lost quite a bit from last year. They don't have
did,
a lot of
but
size
they
like they
also
normally do.
they have Cesar's
They've got some athletes.
They have athletes. They've always had athletes. They take pride in their athletics. So, and then with the addition of Mike Rood as the co-coach,
That's a big.
he's
That's an intriguing
kind
storyline.
of he's
for
a
tonight.
guy that thinks outside the box. So you have to be prepared for some things. So
How old is he?
He's got to be pushing 80.
I don't know if he's 80. I don't know if he's that old.
Wow.
He's been
But
coaching for.
have you seen the football field?
Yes.
It looks
Our
fantastic.
football
Yes.
field. Yeah, we went out there and
Yeah.
walked around. We didn't
Yeah.
walk on it. We walked and touched it and stuff like that. It's a beautiful facility. We should be
Yes.
very proud of that facility. The
Jill
whole thing.
Fulkerson, Superintendent Fulkerson, and the Board of Education have a lot to be proud of
That,
at the high school.
that Bermuda
Totally.
grass
Yes.
is one. I mean, there's one step below artificial. I mean,
Yes,
it's
it-
that good of a field.
It looks good.
Okay, we can talk football the whole hour, but first we got to do this. We got to do the bunk of the bunk, and I'm going to get through it real fast.
We want the bunk. Give us the bunk.
Wait for it.
So good. Oh, well, Shirley Booth was born on this date in 1907. You remember her?
Yes, she was ambassador to.
No,
that
wrong
was
one.
Shirley.
Shirley Black.
Oh, Shirley Booth.
Shirley
Hazel.
Booth. Hazel, you got it. She was born Marjorie Ford. She died in 1992 at the age of 84. She was Hazel between 1961 and 1966. She was also Mrs. Claus in the 1974 animated special, the Year Without Santa Claus, and never had kids. Married twice. Fred McMurray, born on this date.
My three sons.
That's right. I always said I had that complex, the Fred McMurray complex.
But you know, before that show, he was really a well-known actor.
Over
Yeah.
100 films,
Yes.
Z. 1944, he was in Double Indemnity with, and it was all the Disney films, remember?
Yeah, it was in
Yes.
all the Disney films.
The
remember
Absent-Minded
the one-
Professor.
Flubber. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
The Shaggy Dog, he was in that as well. But he's best known as Steve Douglas, the widowed patriarch of My Three Sons. It was on CBS between 1960 and 1965. He later bought a ranch, a 1,700-acre ranch in California, raised cattle, and made sure when he died that it went to the Gallo Vineyards. And they grow grapes there. They make wine, and it has the McMurray Ranch label on it. Still there, 1,700 acres. Married twice, 4 kids. Ted Williams, the Splendid Splinter. Teddy Ballgame. 19 years with the Boston Red Sox from 1939 to 1960. Regarded one of the greatest hitters. He would tell you the greatest hitter
Yeah.
that ever lived. 19 All-Star, 6-time,
Last one to bat 400.
got a home run in his last at-bat.
Yes.
And if you start factoring in, here's what I thought: he had 3,000 hits. He only has 2,600 hits, 521 home runs. I thought he had 3,000 hits. But you have to understand, twice he left baseball in his prime to go to
serve.
war. He was a fighter pilot.
Yep.
And a very good one, I understand. Also a fantastic fisherman. He's in the Fisherman Hall of Fame.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Now, his son, John Henry, who was born in 1968, took over all the business matters before Ted Williams died. And he, along with his sister, started an incredible battle with Ted Williams' other daughter that he had from an earlier marriage after Ted Williams died. And you know what that controversy is about? They froze him.
Yeah, they tried to cryogenically freeze him.
They did freeze him. And in the end, the fight...
Now, did they actually freeze his entire body, or was it just his
I
head?
think just his head.
I think so.
Isn't this terrible? Yes, I think it was just his head. And he wanted, in his will, he wanted to be cremated and scattered over the Florida Keys. Okay, but the kids
The
in a
kids say
fight.
no.
Here's how they agreed. This was how they agreed to solve the problem. The 3 kids decided they would all freeze themselves so that they could be with Dad someday.
Oh, good God.
In the freezer, right next to the frozen pizzas.
You had to bring up food,
I
didn't
did.
you? Isn't that incredible?
60 Minutes did a whole segment on this one.
It's right. It's too hard to
They
fathom.
did 75 minutes on that, didn't they?
They sure did. They could have.
It
We
takes
could.
that long to explain it.
We could We could do the whole show on that because it's about nothing.
Yeah.
It really
That's
is.
true.
Cameron Diaz is 47 today. Mm-hmm. She's retired, or said to be retired. I bet you if you had the right amount of money for a movie, she'd come out of retirement.
Oh, yeah.
Her films include. She's been
in the Charlie's Angels.
She was in The Mask. Her first big one was The Mask with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Her films have grossed $3 billion. There's Something About Mary.
Yep.
That's a big one.
That was just
Charlie's
on.
Angel. Married in 2015 after she met the guy during an appearance on Sirius Radio.
That was Justin Timberlake? Is that
No,
right?
I don't even know this guy's name.
Okay.
I mean, he's not
Wasn't she
recognizable.
associated with Justin Timberlake? At one
Yes,
time?
she
Maybe
was.
She was. That's what
she
I thought.
was.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Justin Timberlake has been associated with almost everybody that looks good in Hollywood right
That's
now.
true.
It's quite
Good point.
honest. In this date in history, 1780, you put on your history hat, Z. General Benedict Arnold secretly promised to surrender West Point to the British Army.
That's why he was a traitor.
He's a traitor. 1862, the Confederates defeated the Union forces in the Second Battle of Bull Run. That's in Virginia.
That's when they
1905.
thought that they were going to win the war.
Yeah.
It-
And a lot of other people
Yes.
thought they were going to win the war.
including people that lived in Virginia. 1905, Ty Cobb made his major league batting debut with the Detroit Tigers. A lot of people say he was the greatest player who ever lived.
Uh-huh.
Not a nice man, though.
No.
The Georgia Peach.
Known
1963,
for spiking people when
Yes.
he slid.
coming in real high with the spikes
Yep.
and sharpening the spikes between
Yes.
innings. That's not nice.
No.
1963, the hotline between Moscow and Washington is established.
The red phone.
1984, U.S. President Ronald Reagan and
That
several.
was the bat phone.
It was, but I
Okay.
think
Bat phone's blue, I think, or purple, kind of like his
Is
leotard.
it purple? I thought
Yeah.
it was red. Okay.
somebody will call in. And
Well,
tell us.
now it is on Commissioner Gordon's desk. I believe it is right
okay.
there.
All right.
1984. Set us straight on that, okay? Ronald Reagan, several others inducted into the Sportscasters Hall of Fame. He was only a sportscaster for a couple of years
Yeah, but he was president.
in Iowa. He did the Cubs games.
Was that off ticker tape or lot?
Yes, he did ticker tape because one time he told the story about it breaking down. You're doing it strictly from script sent to you on the teletype, and you have a bat sound and you have crowd noise in the background. He had one guy foul off 14 pitches until the teletype came back up. 1993, The Late Show with David Letterman premiered. In music history, the Byrds' Sweetheart of the Rodeo album was released in 1968 on this date. 1991, Dottie West critically injured in a car accident while en route to perform at the Grand Ole Opry. 1991, Jan Berry of Jan and Dean married Gertie Phillip,
Not the corn dog, Jan.
not the corn dig.
Okay.
You had to get corn dog in there, didn't you?
I did.
Yes, you did. The marriage took place on stage during a Jan and Dean performance. In 1995, James Taylor and his ex-wife Carly Simon reunited to perform, the first time that had ever happened, and I don't think it's happened since, in Martha's Vineyard.
She wrote "You're So Vain" about him.
Yep.
I always thought that was about George Hamilton.
No,
It was about James Taylor. You
That's
think
what
so?
I've always read.
Well,
Yeah.
then we've got one of these days. Maybe she'll tell us, unless she becomes frozen and put in a freezer. Here's the question of the day. Again, a lousy. I'm responsible for the question of the day. Okay, I take the responsibility. A lousy question of the day because nobody wanted to get involved in it. It's only 81 votes. Only 689 people even wanted to get involved with it. The question of the day is over or under Fairfield football Mules and 8 wins this season. And we'll talk about that more with Z on Morning Coffee.
It's time for some straight talk. School's starting, so I'm going to drop some phone knowledge on you. You're paying way too much for wireless. Switch to Straight Talk and get the same 4G LTE networks the big guys offer for up to half the cost. Get the unlimited plan, just $45 a month with the first 25 gigs at high speeds, then 2G. No contract, plus $200 off the latest Samsung Galaxy S9. Knowledge dropped. Class dismissed. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
See terms at straighttalk.com. Are you one of those people who thinks it's okay to drive stoned? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You end up driving below the speed limit? It's no big deal, right? Wrong. The truth is, your reaction times slow way down when you're high. You not only put yourself in danger, but everyone around you. Talk about a buzzkill. Stop kidding yourself. It's not okay to drive high. If you've been using marijuana in any form, do not get behind the wheel. If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Join us at F&B in Wayne City on Friday, September 13th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. or while supplies last for an Appreciation Day celebrating our Wayne City community. Come by for free lunch served by familiar faces at 100 North Main Street. For more information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. You can get to them through links on our homepage at fnbcommunitybank.com. F&B, Banking Business Life. Member FDIC.
Celebrate Star-Spangled Savings all summer long at Herschel Johnson Implement in Albion with great deals from New Holland. You can get 0% financing with approved credit, cash back, and more on select New Holland tractors and hay equipment. But don't wait, these offers will end soon. So stop by Herschel Johnson Implement, Highway 15 East in Albion. And don't forget to check out our website, hjohnsonimp.com.
It's all about quality and convenience at Hamilton Memorial Hospital and Family Clinics. Beginning the third weekend in July, the McLeansboro Family Clinic will offer fast treatment for minor injuries and illnesses on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Not only will you be able to walk in for quick care, providers with over 50 years of combined experience will see you. Check out hmhospital.org for Carmi and McLeansboro weekend urgent care hours. It really is all about you at Hamilton Memorial Hospital and Family Clinics.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when the Exxon Valdez spilled 11 million gallons of oil into Alaska's Prince William Sound? The Senate turned thumbs down on John Tower.
The nomination of John Tower to be Secretary of Defense is not confirmed.
The next week, new nominee Dick Cheney was confirmed unanimously. At the Academy Awards, the big winners were Dustin Hoffman and Jodie Foster. NFL Commissioner Pete Rozelle decided to step down after 29 years. President Bush's dog Millie had puppies, and all these puppies were new on the radio.
Don't fool around with the funky cold Medina. Stand in the place where you live.
Have we stumped you? Well, the answer and a chunk of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Enjoy your Labor Day with a new vehicle from J. Wilderman Autoplex in Mount Carmel. Your local Ford Jeep Chrysler dealership will be open Labor Day 8 to 4 to meet your automotive needs. Come test drive the totally redesigned Ford Explorer, Ranger, and Jeep Gladiator. Special Labor Day dealer discounts have been posted to all our inventory at jwildermanautoplex.com. Over 200 pre-owned vehicles will be available for this event. Stop by for a friendly buying experience. First 50 people to stop by will receive a free Mount Carmel Aces Nation t-shirt.
March 1989.
An eternal flame.
The Bangles and Eternal Flame, the top song of March 1989. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Hey DQ fans! The 2 for $4 Super Snack is here to be your new snack time fuel up. Conquer the day in every crave by mixing any 2 of your favorite snacks, like pretzel sticks and a sundae, a cheeseburger and a Coke, or fries and chicken strips. And for only $4, that's pure snack power. Which combo will you try first? Swing by Dairy Queen and find Snackisfaction today. Only at your DQ. Happy tastes good.
All right, welcome back to Morning Coffee. Got to eat a little crow right now, though.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was mistaken. I apologize. The FNB tailgate is not tonight.
It's the 20th.
It is September 20th.
All right.
I apologize.
No, that's okay.
I'm eating crow.
There's people out there waiting in the
Yeah,
parking
they've
lot
lined
right
up
now.
already.
That's right.
That's true.
Also got another text. Want to mention that there's another connection on the Cesar Villiers sideline will be Scott Tickner. He's a former FCHS football player, right?
Yeah, he taught at Mount Vernon for his whole career, and he coached there. He was an assistant football and head wrestling coach for many, many years.
And one other thing I was going to mention, Zerlinis are in the news all week. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting the Zerlini this week. Your brother retired as well, so you become, instead of the flying Zerlinis, now you're the retired Zerlinis, right?
I guess that's not all bad, though.
Okay, question of the day. I'm trying to get around it because it was so bad. It was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's my responsibility.
Yeah.
Bad question. Nobody wants to jinx the Mules.
I'm not answering.
Over or under, Fairfield Mules and 8 wins. I'm going to be very easy. It's going to be over. There's no doubt in my mind. It's going to be over. I'm not going to jinx them, but I'm telling you, I'll be surprised if it's not. There.
Okay.
And it's about 2-1. 57 people said over, 24 people said under. So there you go.
Mike, let me refresh your memory just a little bit.
Okay.
We were in the midst of an undefeated basketball season last year when you decided to show up. And what happened?
They not only did they lose the varsity game, shooting like 22%
Against Casey.
Yeah.
No, this was against Olney.
Olney.
Oh, it was
Okay,
Olney.
Olney. Okay.
Okay, this was the second game of the year.
Okay, but no, it broke the JV's
undefeated
record that went back the year before. And there was a team vote. Dreeth doesn't come back.
Yeah, so
I will be at the football.
You may not be welcome at the train
I
yard.
will be at the football game night, and they will win. There. And if not, I have to apologize on Monday.
And
I'll have to eat crow, but I would get to eat something at least.
You would not be asked back to the train yard if they lose tonight.
You might be rode to town on that rail that's right next to the train yard.
They're going to put me out there in front of there. 3 train night, they hope they hit my body 3 times. All right, you were talking about Popeyes, Z. Here you go. Popeyes is being sued after running out of their new wildly popular chicken sandwiches. Craig Barr of East Ridge, Tennessee, has filed a lawsuit. And what he says is an attempt to hold the fast food chain accountable because, quote, who runs out of chicken?
At a chicken restaurant.
It's like we roll up to McDonald's and says, listen, we just ran out of hamburger.
Well, I went to Burger King one time and they were out of Whoppers.
You're kidding me.
No.
I'm gonna don't talk too much about that Whopper because that's going to be my commentary on Monday.
Okay.
The new veggie Whopper.
The Impossible Whopper.
I had a great comment on Facebook that I'm going to steal. I'll give him credit.
You're going to steal, really?
Well, I'm stealing, but I'll give him credit. I'll give the guy the credit. I'll say that I saw this on Facebook.
And that's
I don't
borrowing.
I'm going to use it, but I'm going to give attribution.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, that's Monday. Anyway, this guy says he wasted countless hours. This is a sad story is what this is.
Well, this is bad because,
this guy wasted hours, he says, trying to track down one of the sandwiches that ended up selling out earlier this week. He went so far as to respond to a Craigslist ad from someone claiming to know someone inside Popeyes who could get him what he wanted for $24. Black market chicken sandwiches.
There's no chicken sandwich worth that.
I can just see it now. Guys walking around going, I've been everywhere. I can't find one of them chicken sandwiches. Some guy in the background, hey, I know a guy.
So he's in Tennessee. He can just drive to Nashville and get some of that hot chicken that they have there.
Yeah.
That's spicy.
East Ridge, Tennessee. I'd pay $24 for a chicken sandwich right now. I'd pay $40. I just couldn't eat it.
Pitiful.
I just couldn't eat it. All right. When that fell through, when the Craigslist thing fell through,
yeah,
this guy took his complaint to court, filing suit against Popeyes for false advertising and deceptive practices.
Okay, if you're the judge that hears that, you're going to look at the guy first like he's
crazy,
nuts,
yeah,
and then you're going to get some diatribe from the judge about how can you waste the court's time on this.
Absolutely.
Well, they might throw it on Judge Judy.
Well, Jerry Springer's a judge now too.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. Okay, I got one here now. This is I'm bending the edge of acceptable broadcasting.
Uh-oh.
Here. So, ride along with me for a few minutes. Okay? This is from Rochester, New Hampshire. A New Hampshire woman is fighting with the state to keep her license plate. It reads PB4WEGO. He gets it. Do you? No? Well, if you say it this way, PB4 we go.
Oh, my God. I get it now. That was my dad's favorite thing because he wasn't stopping.
You're in the back seat, and hey, hold on. There it is. I mean, she's had this license plate for 15 years,
and now they're trying
without a problem. And the Department
now somebody's figured it out.
Yeah.
Well, it took us a while. It took me a while. I had to read it 3 times to figure it out. She said that she's got to surrender it because it's forbidden to use phrases involving bodily function.
He was reading it 3 or 4 times because he thought the PB stood for peanut butter.
Well, there's people that do that. They try to figure out license plates that get through.
Yeah.
I mean, how that's some job that you have to look at all this and figure out whether it can.
There's probably one guy dedicated to that down in a basement somewhere.
That's right. The state's there's got to be somebody that looks at these.
Somebody has to look through all of it. Because some of them try and put it in a mirror, and it's.
The Rochester bartender wrote a letter back to the DMV arguing not only did the plate bring smiles, but also adding that it's not an uncommon phrase. But the state has added that the rules changed due to a decision by the New Hampshire Supreme Court a few years ago. She says her appeal isn't life or death, but she loves the plate and thinks talking about peeing isn't offensive.
I would think
it has become less offensive because you hear it more and more on TV and radio. Yes.
Wow.
I would have thought it would have been grandfathered in. Because she
15 years.
She had it before the Supreme Court.
And not let anybody else do it after.
On top of that, it's complicated. You're driving behind somebody on the interstate for like half an hour. Before long, you go, oh, look at this, honey.
As soon as you figure out that license plate, somebody's bound to say, I gotta go. Can we stop?
Where's the next exit?
Subliminal seduction.
Yeah.
Either one of you guys roller coaster folks?
I ride them every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like the old wooden ones.
Summer 2019 winding down. Six Flags Grand Adventure. That's in Jackson Township, New Jersey. Already has its sights on 2020. That Township, New Jersey theme park has announced plans for its Jersey Devil Coaster, which Six Flags says is set to break the world record for the tallest, fastest, and longest single rail roller coaster.
Oh, it's a single rail coaster.
That's what it says.
Oh.
The Jersey Devil Coaster will take guests 13 stories up, reach speeds of 58 miles per hour on its 3,000-foot-long track.
58 miles? That's kind of slow for a roller coaster.
I don't know.
58 miles an hour and you're sitting in a coaster?
That's pretty fast. I mean, it's pretty fast, but doesn't like what's that one at Six Flags? It's not the Beast. That's at Kings Island, but
you're talking about Screaming Eagle?
Screaming Eagle. That goes faster than 58,
you think so?
Doesn't it? I think so.
I don't think so. Screaming Eagle's been around a long time. I mean, these new ones that are engineered like they are now.
Okay.
I'm thinking she's right.
Okay.
By the way, the host of Jeopardy says he's
I've been
better
wrong.
than ever.
I've been wrong before this morning, so.
Alex Trebek.
You started the show off wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex Trebek. He's returned to the show and returned to work. He says his chemo is over. He's now taping the 36th season of the show. And
now the Tournament of Champions is in November, so Jeopardy James comes back.
Do you watch Jeopardy?
Oh, gosh, yes.
I didn't know you were a Jeopardy head.
I love Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Okay.
You often answer people in the form of a question?
When we play some of the games, different games, Trivial Pursuit or something, I'll go, what is? And then my brothers yell, it's not Jeopardy!
You're caught in it. Here's a guy. You ever done any kayaking, anybody? I never have.
I've never done kayak. I've wanted
I've
to.
canoed
but I haven't had
in
a
Current
chance
River,
to.
but I've never kayaked.
Kayaker in Georgia is sharing the terrifying moments he escaped a 360-pound alligator. Bo Story says he was fishing when he spotted the alligator. A lot of people fish out of the kayaks.
Yes.
Spotted the alligator just 10 feet away. He saw it coming closer, so he paddled like crazy, but the alligator stayed on his tail. He says it came within 5 feet of the back of the kayak. I'd hate for him to take a bite out of my kayak. Luckily, he managed to get to his truck. Deputies helped catch the gator a few hours later. A vet ended up killing the animal because it was deemed a nuisance, meaning it wasn't afraid of people anymore.
Just got a text.
All right.
Screaming Eagle goes 62 miles an hour.
You were right.
Wow. Good.
Yeah.
You were right.
Yeah.
Thank God for our listeners keeping us straight.
Yep, that was Libby Lingenfelter.
Well, thank God for our employees keeping us straight then.
Well, somebody's got to pull the reins in every once in a while.
Well, it's not me. Let's see here. Got lots of other stories. Unfortunately, lots of other stories about food. I don't like that. Taco Bell's in the news. They're
What are they
dropping.
doing? Are they having vegetarian tacos now?
They will. I guarantee they will.
Isn't KFC and Taco Bell owned by the same company?
Yeah, I think you're right.
And A&W root beer.
Yeah.
Why? I'm not trying to give away what I'm going to do on Monday morning in my 2 minutes. But why would you make something as delectable as a Whopper or a chicken thigh plant-based?
Because it's a PC world.
Money.
But it can't be good for you, Z.
Oh, but there's so many people that are out there that are vegetarians.
You
and things
keep
like
frying them.
That doesn't matter. As long as it's not meat, they're going to eat it. And
That's
it's
true.
money.
That's true.
Why would you let that segment of the population go and not get that money? It's all about money. It's always about money or playing time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I should know that,
You should.
but I don't.
Yep.
No, all right. Anyway, back to Taco Bell. Taco Bell has a bunch of its fans flipping out because it's changing its menu. There's one up in Flory, isn't there?
There is.
Yes.
Yeah. I know because Derek ate 14 tacos there one time in one sitting.
Oh.
They just about said, listen, we've run out of taco meat. Total of 9 favorites are being removed from their menu, including the Cool Ranch and fiery versions of the Doritos Lost Taco, the Double Decker Taco, the Double Tostada, and the XXL Grilled Stuffed Burrito. I'm sure that's on my diet. Got somebody on the
Yeah,
phone?
we do. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Good morning. It used to be a treat to eat out like McDonald's and places like that. Now it's a treat to eat in with the family.
Yes, I agree with you on that. But here's the thing. If you go out with your family, you're not looking for a vegetarian alternative, are you?
That's true, Mike. But also, when you eat in, I hate to bring it up, but it's usually fried chicken.
Kryptonite!
I couldn't pass it up.
Oh, it's
Thanks for the
terrible.
call.
You know, I'd give a lot of people, I'll be honest with you. A lot of people, it's filet mignon. It's, let me think of another luxury. It's escargot. It's
Lobster, crab.
It's
leg.
lobster, crab leg. It's some high-end seafood or filet.
Yours is chicken.
I'd give
fried
anything.
chicken.
I'd give, about 3 weeks ago or 2.5 weeks ago, when I went to a reception at the church, the LDS church here, Community Church.
Community of Christ.
Community of Christ. They got chicken, fried chicken, from the Mach 1.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
It was to die for. Go ahead.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Morning. I want to get back to Coach Root over there at Cesar Valier.
Yeah.
I think maybe the Fairfield fans should remember years and years ago, we heard him on the radio saying that Fairfield, that there was no way they could beat Breeze. over to Breeze and won. But
That's in the playoffs. We beat Breeze Central.
yeah, and I remember him crowing ahead of time. There's no way Fairfield can do it. They're just going to get their bottoms beat.
He was on the.
I've always had it in for Coach.
You're stoking the fire, buddy.
Channel 3 WSIL had that on Friday night before the playoffs. They always have a football playoff preview, and he was one of the guest commentators because Johnson City at that time was not in the playoffs. That's when he was coaching at Johnson City.
I think the big thing right now is that the story is that he's highly protective of a record that he's afraid that Fairfield's going to get.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
He is.
And that record is?
26 games in a row at Johnson City that the Black Diamond Conference games they won.
And right now we're at
20.
I'll enjoy every victory over Coach Rude.
Thank you very much.
We have one tonight.
We all do. Thank you very much. All right.
Now, there's been some question about Coach Rude. Is he an associate head coach or is he the head coach? Because in some places he's listed as the head coach. And other sites he's listed as the co-head coach. And John Shadowins is listed as the other co-head coach.
All the different radio stations around Benton and WMIX, they do football previews of all the conferences. He's the one that's talked all the time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But he's, from what I've seen, he's listed as associate head coach.
Yeah,
so that's what we were wondering.
Too.
How many high schools have associate head coaches? Not many, do they?
Might be more up north than down here.
So he's going to be on the other sidelines. He definitely doesn't want to see Fairfield win to get closer to breaking his record when he was at Johnston City. You got another Fairfield guy on the sidelines over there.
Oh, he's mentioned it in interviews that he's given.
He's gunning for the Mules. Yeah.
And he might have the horses.
This is a big first game, I'm telling you.
It is.
Well, I think Coach Townsend yesterday said this will set the table for the entire league, quite honestly.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Well,
this probably, Chester's always an unknown just because of the factor of where they are, and you just don't hear much about them. But this could be for the championship of the league tonight.
Yeah.
That's why everybody needs to show up.
You know what? And it's going to be a beautiful night. The last 3 or 4 nights, when I walk outside, there's just that little feel in the air that you
feel
get.
A fall in the air,
yes.
yeah.
And then that feels like football, is what it feels like.
It does.
Even though we always, September 22nd or 21st is the end of summer, everybody feels that Labor Day weekend is the end of summer.
Yeah.
People close up their pools.
I've been out there in the train yard suffering through 86-degree opening games where they had to stop to get the players water.
Yeah, it was 98 degrees or something that day.
Yeah.
So this is going to be nice in that regard. And we're hoping it doesn't rain. The field is beautiful. Everybody worried because of the spring that we had and the early summer that field was not going to be ready. But it appears to be ready, as ready as it could be, quite honestly.
There are a couple of spots that are bare, but not because of
traffic.
It's because of
drainage.
A drainage issue.
Yes.
Didn't somebody say somebody put rocks on one of the drains?
They said that they had to go in after one of the big rains when we got the 3 or 4 inch rains, and that they had to clear some drainage because it was covered.
Yeah.
But luckily enough, July was hot and humid.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that
Bermuda
means.
loves hot and humid.
So I'm not going to jinx them anymore. I'm not going to talk about the game tonight, who's going to win or anything like that. I've already jinxed them by saying they're going to win over 8 games.
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't, everybody can blame me.
Right.
I'm ready for that. And you have to be front of the line.
And if they lose tonight, well, they can blame you, right?
Why?
Because you said they were going to
win 8 games. That has nothing to do with one game
you said
tonight.
they were going to win tonight.
I feel comfortable in the train yard, given the fact that you have a good quarterback, somebody that, I mean, you're not, yes, your quarterback graduated, but I have all the confidence in the world.
But we've got Wyatt Gilbert is an outstanding athlete. Wyatt Gilbert.
You got two all-conference backs.
Yes, he's a 3-sport star.
And we've got a pretty big offensive line.
Yes.
Man. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, can you tell me why they closed the West Gate for ticket sales on a football game?
We'll talk about it. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for the call.
You know why? Oh, they got that brand new. They want everybody to come in the brand new entrance, right?
When they built the new entrance, the feeling was that they wanted everybody to come through one entrance.
Well, yeah.
It's less people to have to worry about taking tickets and money and stuff like
betcha.
that.
Yes.
You betcha.
Besides that, I really do think you want to push people to what is the best face for that entire facility, and that's the front of it.
The work that Fairfield has done on the train yard over the last couple of years, it's got to be ranked as one of the 3 or 4 best facilities in Southern Illinois.
I know that some schools that did some work on their fields, they came to look at Fairfield in terms of what they did with the press box and the entrance and things like that.
Yeah, we've got to have one of the, at least in the top 5 in Southern Illinois. No doubt about it. Are we ready for trivia?
I've got some Aaron Steiner trivia, and it is all over the map.
All right.
All over the map. See, this is, I'm putting it out there. 10 questions to see if you guys have any chance at it whatsoever. Number 1, who won the first Daytona 500 back in 1959? It's a recognizable name. It's not obscure.
Okay.
Number 2, what 3 rivers converge in Pittsburgh?
Okay.
Number 3, what does the title Dalai Lama mean? But if you'll remember from Caddyshack, he's a long hitter.
Yeah.
On your deathbed, you will achieve full consciousness. Number 4, what year did Barbie debut?
Okay.
All right. Number 5, who said this quote? Millionaires don't use astrologers. Billionaires do.
Okay.
All right. Number 6, actor Doug McClure played a cowboy in this early 60s Western series.
Doug McClure.
Doug McClure.
I can see him.
Okay.
In my mind.
I can too.
Riding a horse.
I just can't. I can't think of the show
you can see him riding a horse even. Okay.
I have to think about that.
Well, it'll come. You'll go, oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Next one. When did Hawaii become the 50th state?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What other movie director, this is besides Tarantino, Quentin Tarantino, appears in his own films?
Okay.
Okay. All right, hold on. And here's one. Here's a multiple choice. Why is the American flag folded in a triangle?
Okay.
All right. All right. These are all pretty hard. These are our good friend Aaron Steiner gave them to us, and so I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, good ones across the board.
All right. We'll come back with more on Morning Coffee.
Are you looking for a bank that still offers free checking? Well, look no further. People's National Bank has your free checking needs covered. This is Heidi Atterbury, relationship banker at People's National Bank in Fairfield. You can open your free checking account with just $100. There's no minimum balance, plus receive unlimited check writing, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay. Stop by 1001 West Delaware in Fairfield to open your free checking account today. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
This week is Carnaby's last summer hurrah. For all summer clothing, 1/2 off of 1/2. The Carnaby girls will be starting off the holiday by closing at 3 p.m. this Saturday. Don't forget that all roads lead to game day, and the Mules tees are now restocked, available in youth and toddler sizes too. Labor a little, enjoy a lot. This week into the weekend. At Carnaby Square, they're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and open late on Thursday till 7 for your shopping convenience.
Young entrepreneurs of the Wayne County CEO program need your support. Bids will be accepted for the lanyards that they wear around their necks in Southern Illinois. Your business can be featured. The CEO program is in its first year in Wayne County and teaches business, ethics, morals, and life skills. Students actually start their own businesses. Interested in bidding on the lanyards? Email cbanderson@waynecity100.org. Wayne County CEO, creating entrepreneurial opportunities.
It's here. The Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to your station's website, WFIWradio.com, and click on Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens of gift certificates for places like Three Chicks Fudgery, Act Tire and Auto, Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, and Bullard's Farm Market and Bakery. You can shop 24 hours a day and save tons of money in the process. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Hi y'all, I'm Nicole Jordan and I own The Farmer's Daughter at 203 East Main Street in downtown Fairfield. We are well known for our line of formal dresses, but did you know we carry a large assortment of scrubs also? Stop on by if you need a new pair of scrubs. We carry Cherokee Infinity, Cherokee Workwear, Elle, Heart & Soul, Barco One, and Grey's Anatomy. We have inventory in store and can also order your specific scrubs. We also carry medical equipment such as stethoscopes. So come in and see us at The Farmer's Daughter, open 9 to 5 Tuesday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday.
You decide because you know where you belong. Wabash Christian Village in Carmi for short-term inpatient rehab. You decide because you know where you belong. You decide. Wabash Christian Village in Carmi, Grace Point Rehab, 382-4644.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Before going on vacation, you need to know what to pack. Preparing for your financial future is similar. Without proper planning, you could very well be left out in the cold. I can offer you a variety of investment strategies designed for your specific needs. Call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855, located at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned. Give us a like on Facebook.
Fairfield area forecast calling for a 50% chance for showers today, high 85. Partly cloudy tonight, low 68. Partly sunny, 82 tomorrow. For Sunday, partly cloudy, high 85. Sunny and 85 on Labor Day. And for Tuesday, sunshine with a high of 88. Overnight, low 67. Yesterday's high was 87. Currently, humidity is at 74%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.08. Right now, sunshine 73 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looking good this morning as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation. That's Radar Weather brought to you this morning by the Conard Financial Group.
All right.
Ooh, trivia
time. Aaron Steiner
right.
trivia. And they're always interesting every time I ever get those. So we're very grateful for them. Question one was, when did Hawaii, no, that wasn't number one. Who won the first Daytona 500 in 1959?
Ooh.
I'm looking at the peanut gallery.
Richard Petty.
Try again, but think.
A.J. Foyt.
King Petty, his dad.
Yes, you got it.
Wow.
Lee Petty won the Daytona 500.
Oh, the Daytona 500.
Yes. That was a good guess, though. Mm-hmm. What three rivers converge in Pittsburgh?
But A.J. Foyt didn't drive NASCAR.
That's true. He did IndyCar racing.
The Allegheny, the Monongahela, and the Ohio.
I think that's right.
The Ohio, the Monongahela,
yeah,
and the Susquehanna.
Oh,
Susquehanna, okay.
Somebody's looking over my. I'm sorry. I'm not being a good TV director today. But that's probably every day. Number three. What does the title Dalai Lama mean?
Something peace.
Yeah, you're good on that.
Good.
No, it's not. But that's not it. Anybody? You want to take another guess?
No, that's off.
All right. It stands for Ocean of Infinite Wisdom. A lot of people call me the Dalai Lama around here. Ocean of Infinite Wisdom. The current Dalai Lama is the 14th. Okay.
Don't they pick those at a real young age?
I don't know how that works.
They do. They do.
And then they train them to be the Dalai Lama.
Long hitter the llama. Long flowing robes. All right, number 4. What year did Barbie debut?
1962.
I'm going to say 57.
1959.
59, okay.
Who said, quote, millionaires don't use astrologers, billionaires do?
Warren Buffett.
That's a good guess, but no.
Mark Cuban.
Another good guess, but
Who
no.
was the astrologer to the stars?
Sidney Omar.
Is that who it was?
Yeah. Wasn't it? Is that right?
I don't know. Who did Reagan use? Well, not Reagan, but his wife. His wife used a famous astrologer, too.
Cleo.
Cleo, that's great.
I don't know.
J.P. Morgan.
Okay.
Okay?
He was the financier, J.P.
Yes.
Morgan.
But that was I mean, he was a long time ago. They used astrologers back then.
Yeah, apparently. Well,
so,
as long as the stars have been up there. Okay. Number 8. Or number, I think it was, no. It's number,
like on number 4.
Yeah, we're on number 6 or 4. I don't know. I lost my numbers because I'm picking and choosing. Actor Doug McClure, we were talking about. I can visualize him as well.
Mm-hmm.
He played a cowboy in what early 60s Western series?
Cheyenne.
Good try, but no.
Shane.
No. Wagon Train.
Oh, that
Wagon
was with
Train.
Rowdy Yates, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Okay, I got 4 more. Who was the main actor? Oh, did I not do this? I didn't do this one. Okay, I'll come back.
Okay.
When did Hawaii become the 50th state?
59. 1959.
58.
There's a theme to this. 1959.
59.
Okay.
If you want to guess, that's a good guess right now. Okay.
So Alaska was 58, wasn't they? Was
They were
Alaska
both in
and
59.
Hawaii?
They were both in
Okay.
59, if I'm not mistaken. The other movie director besides Quentin Tarantino who appears in all of his films in some way or another.
Tyler Perry.
He might, but this is not the
Steven
answer.
Spielberg.
I don't think Spielberg
Now
does it.
Stan Lee's all in the Marvel comic
Yes,
books.
he is.
He's just
Now, I'm going to tell you another one does it. And that was
he's
the guy
not
that
pretty-
did
I mean, director.
Blazing Saddles. Mel Brooks was in quite a few of his as well.
He was.
Alfred Hitchcock.
So there's
Alfred
more.
Hitchcock was in every one of his.
Okay.
like you couldn't see him.
Okay.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hey, Doug McClure. He played Trampas in The Virginian.
That's another good one. Yes, absolutely. You're right. Thank you. All right, where was I? Okay. Tarantino, Hawaii. I got all that. One I missed that I was going to tell you was who is the main actor in the 60s police drama Route 66? You remember that?
Yes.
You don't know that one?
Do not.
You
Okay.
if you it's
George Maharis. George Maharis. Finally, and this is the one that I thought was really interesting. And there's a multiple choice here, but I'm thinking you're probably going to guess this without the multiple choice. Why is the American flag folded in a triangle?
No clue.
it stands for 3 things, doesn't it?
It does, but that's not it.
Okay.
The answer, as provided, is to what? Say again. That's it. Tom's got it. To symbolize the tricorn hats of colonial soldiers during the Revolutionary War.
Huh.
There you go. There's your answer. Go Mules. Go Mules. And I'm saying they're going to win. There you go. I'm hedging them.
Onward Fairfield, march right down that line. Take the ball, we want to score a touchdown, one or more. Rah, rah, rah. On to victory, fight for school and fame. Fight, fellows, fight, and we will win this game.
Hey!
Go Mules!
Excellent.
Rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by